Yep. Yeah. Yep. I ain't think I see the day, y'all, but here we are. Here we are. So yeah, the thumbnail speaks for itself. It's 11 o'clock here on the East Coast. And so by now, I'm sure you all have heard, unless you've been under a rock or in a bomb shelter or something. But yeah, our guy, number 11, has been traded. Breaking news, Micah Parsons has been traded to them funky, stinking cheeseheads of Wisconsin. But I'm gonna go ahead and let it fill up a little bit. Y'all go ahead and sit tight while your boy Amp tries to get right. I see you, Angie. We gonna talk. Let's crank it. Yeah! Hey, yo, DJ. I know it might be kind of hard, bro, but crank that beat.
Twizzy is my producer, beats all the time.
Yeah, and they know.
Yeah, they say nothing comes from a dreamer. I'm just here to let you know we been hustling 24/7, 365, get that dough. Don't know when I'm gon' stop, cause that paper feels so good. Turning and gripping grain, leather seats with the wood. And she loves to roll with me, she hold it down shotgun. Windows tinted, so you know she blow me shotgun. And I'm riding in the whip to the money. Drop y'all, they come back in for the money. They call me Mr. Certified, come and get that kid right. I'm trying to see the world been a key. Come take a flight, I can see it now. Twins winning a Grammy, them haters gon' be mad. You know they can't stand me, but it's all cool. I'm just reppin' for my team. Check the stats, pimpin'. We playin' for that rain, no flexing. Sit back, watch me do me. If you ain't heard, they love that twins. And they know, 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 and they know. They love my shit. They love my shit. They love my shit. They love my shit. And they know, 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 and they know. They love my shit. They love my shit. They love my shit. They love my shit.
Let's go. Yep. No smoke. I don't even want it right now. Y'all come on in. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you are now tuned into yours truly, Mr. Always Making Plays. And unfortunately on tonight, we are gathered here to mourn the loss of a fallen star. First and foremost, I don't even know how I'm gonna be able to do this, y'all. Cause this hits amp on a different level. But before I go there, I want to take this time to sincerely thank Micah Parsons for his efforts, for his hustle, for his charisma, for his character, for his talent, for his leadership, for his respect, and most importantly, his blood, his sweat, and his tears. Brother, you are an all-star, a rock star. And as Christopher Wallace said, the sky is truly the limit. At the time that we got you, you know, it was almost like parents, you know, who had just welcomed a new addition to their home. And because of some injuries, we got to see our dear beloved brother Parsons walk at a very early age, if you will. Showed us real early what he was capable of. He didn't shy away from the moment. He didn't shrink. He got big and played real big. Big time. That's all you can ask of a guy. Played out of his mind and played himself out of a rookie contract and ultimately played himself out of Dallas. Now, I ain't here to complain. I ain't here to whine. But I'm hurt. I'm hurt. Because I saw somebody who gave a tremendous effort. Those of y'all who have grown to know me and supported the channel and have even seen me appear on other channels, y'all know AMP is very transparent. Very. Y'all know, you know, what I'm dealing with in my life, etc. And when I look at this situation, at the end of the day, I'm happy for Micah Parsons because I believe he is at a place now where he can be celebrated and not tolerated. See, I've had to deal with that on the personal level. I've dealt with the stresses of a job, even while going through my personal issues. Trying to be a supportive husband, trying to be a great father. And I had my employer on my back. Nothing I ever did was good enough for them. Nothing. And then even when I had great moments, those moments were even dimmed. Like I actually witnessed firsthand Micah Parsons have to endure. I saw people muddy his name countless times. Oh, he ain't worth what y'all say he is. He could be better. I had to deal with it. So that's why for me this hits home. But again, I said this ain't sad. This is a celebration. Because he has now inherited generational wealth. See, that's what happens when you have generational talents. Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, they deserve generational money. They deserve it. So for people to sit up here, I've been listening all day, all afternoon. I've been listening to .com, 105.3, a lot of your content creators, and I'm listening and I'm looking in the chat and I am disappointed because I'm seeing people just make comments like he's disposable. We really gonna sit here and act like that, y'all? He's disposable? The hell with you and the bus you came on. Did we still have flaws and issues? Absolutely. What team doesn't? But I knew it. The red flags and the writing was on the wall. Should have been paying closer attention. The depth in the edge room alone told you what it was. I'm happy for him. I saw a comment by his brother on Twitter today, and he said, you know what? I'm still a Cowboys fan, but we're going to celebrate this $47 million, as you should. We should all be happy for Micah. You talking about a dream that came true. The first dream came true when he got drafted by the team that he grew up loving. And he has stated on several occasions, I want to be a Cowboy for life. That's DC4L. That's what DC4L is really talking about. That's what he wanted. Let me look at my notes so I can stay focused, y'all. I coined this phrase years ago after a conversation with my father. Okay? Let me give y'all some tunes. After a conversation with my father years ago about where I was at this point in my life, I came to the conclusion that oftentimes God will make you uncomfortable to get you where he really wants you. Okay? I was placed in a very uncomfortable situation with my own employer. And y'all heard me on the watch party for this last preseason game. Amp don't quit, y'all. Amp don't quit. But I was at the point to where I wanted to quit. I really did. But I said, nah, I'm not going to let them get the best of me. And I made a phone call. And just like that, y'all, I was on my way up out of there, a transfer. And then even today, some information was revealed to me. When a coworker saw me and said, oh man, we heard you were coming back. Said it was a fight for me. for two different sectors of my department. It was a fight. And ultimately my supervisor now vetoed and said, nah, I want him. You go where you're celebrated versus tolerated. So again, tonight, I'm happy for Micah Parsons. As the good pastors will say, I ain't gonna be before you long, because I know y'all done heard this all day and it's almost to the point of nauseum. So Amp gonna make it kind of quick tonight. I don't think I'm gonna do a full hour. Now, hear me out. On the flip side, okay, I'm taking a slight pivot. On the flip side, I can understand some of the things that the Jones family said on tonight. I can understand that it might have been too rich for their blood. I know we think they got it like that, but again, we're in the NFL. There is still a salary cap. Okay? So there are still rules you got to abide by, okay? So when you get to looking at and crunching numbers and percentages of the cap and all of that good stuff, I could understand you would not want to pay a huge majority of your cap space for a handful of players. Dak already got the super big bag. CD just got a super big bag. And I know it was going to be real difficult to give them any supportive pieces. I understand that. I'm with y'all on that. However, what I can't get jiggy with, what I cannot get down with, is the fact that you, Jerry Jones, you, Stephen Jones, you, Jerry Jones Jr., you, Will McClay, you, rest of the front office, and you, well, I ain't gonna blame the coaches on this, but you all created this problem. How many times have they been in previous contract negotiations or had the opportunity to go at veteran players with great experience, good talent, something to bring to the table? Bobby Wagner. How many times how many situations have happened like that to where we could have grabbed at, or if we had just been a little bit more proactive and paid contracts a little bit sooner, not been goofy and giving it to the individuals who didn't deserve it, y'all caused this on yourself. Talking about we got to see more leaves fall off the damn tree. Why? With the generational talent like that, the man should have been re-signed soon as he was eligible to. You would have saved yourself a whole lot more money. Jerry, businessman, Steven. Get on my goddamn nerves. Y'all brought this on yourselves. Because we got to see more leaves. When Howie sees a talent and he's sold on it, book it. But you out here taking your sweet ass time signing generational talent. Why? That's the question the media should have asked tonight. Why do you wait so long when it is obvious this person needs to be around? This person should not be let out of the building. It's your fault. And y'all sit here and lie in fans' faces year after year after year. It's no secret why we ain't won since the installation of the salary cap. Because y'all don't know how to do good business. Football business. You know how to sell tickets and create a little hype. Y'all know how to do that. You got the lights and the sound effect and the glitter and the fire and the smoke. But you can't keep nobody on the damn stage. It's supposed to be a concert, but it's a light show. And right now you got us out here as the laughing stock of the league. Laughing stock. Who wants to continue to put up with that? I have seen today so many messages, so many posts, so many announcements. I quit. Y'all making people tap out. Check out. Because they're tired of falling for the same goofiness year after year, season after season. You say one thing, but you do another. Who does that? I know who does it. Liars do that. You all are liars. You aren't about winning. It's not first. It's not a priority. It's a couple slots down on the list. Because you about this. And he even joked about it tonight. Oh, I appreciate y'all for the coverage. Man, F you. I still ain't watching that damn Netflix series. Shove that up your ass. Now all of a sudden they want to respect the one tech. We done spent the entire off season, last season, the season before that, talking about how we need a big body, big back in the middle. I got a short talking about it. Go watch it when I hang up. Now all of a sudden you all about stopping the run. See, you couldn't talk about character. You couldn't talk about any off the field issues. You couldn't talk about any on the field issues. The stats are there. I ain't running them down tonight. We know what this defense looked like last year with and without Micah Parsons. That right there should have been the icing on the cake. Not even the icing. The icing was already on it. That should have been the cake topper. See, shout out to my boy T, aka HD in the chat. You already jumping ahead of me, bro. You already jumping ahead of me. He said another reason why players don't look at Dallas like it's the place to be. See, the media, the Dallas media says it's the place to be. The national media says it's the place to be. Until players experience it and go through it. Man wanted to be a lifelong Cowboy. Retire a Cowboy. Did the same thing to DeMarcus Lawrence. What he did. Ball out. Get a Super Bowl. Thank you. Peace. And that's probably going to happen with Micah. Green Bay was already in the upper echelon, if you will, of the NFC. You know, kind of behind them other people, you know, that we got to see next week. And that's another thing. This entire situation, when you look at it, could have been avoided. Didn't even have to be a topic of conversation, honestly and truthfully. But the one thing one of the things I hate about this, not the one thing, one of the things, because it's a whole lot I hate about it, it's a distraction, y'all. This time next week, we will be cranking up the post-game show following the Cowboys Eagles season opener. It is less than 1 week away now. And we can't even focus on that. Cat should be doing film breakdown and analysis and we up here talking about the goofy. And see, that's the other thing about it. I might have been okay with the trade if you had done it a little earlier. I also could have been okay with the trade had you gotten better compensation. Jerry, Steven, and the front office dropped the ball on several occasions dealing with the situation. Do it earlier. Do it before the draft. You do it after we done did final roster cuts. Talking about we want to stop the run. Damn! Now you want to stop the run. Exactly. We should have gotten more for this trade. It's stupid. Then you get it late. Talking about, oh, we can use them picks we can get something right now. Well, do something then. Always flapping your goddamn gums. Do something. Sour ass. Always trying to threaten us with a damn good time. Give me a good time then. Cowboys Nation, I want to apologize to y'all. And not all of y'all. Well, all of y'all, but more specifically for this point, the younger generation of Cowboys fans, like my dog Lose Takes, who has never witnessed the Cowboys win a championship. I did, but I was a pup. I want to see him win as an adult. Damn. But y'all ain't about that life no more. Quite frankly, I actually think you been stopped being about that life. See, the Jones family reminds me of individuals who never want to fully try. So when they fail, they can say, well, I didn't follow my face. I didn't give it my all. To be able to use it as an excuse, as a crutch. Cowards. That's what they are. Coward Cowboys. The Dallas Cowards. Jerry and Steven Coward. Might as well get a show on that network with Coward. Exactly. You want to see a Super Bowl win as a grown man. Got my damn arthritis cranking up. I'm pissed. Because the more and more I look at things, Jerry and Steven Jones are handicapping this organization. They're handicapping the city of Dallas. They're handicapping Cowboys Nation. Because we're always here. We ain't too far off. We just kind of right in the middle, but not close enough to where, hey, just a flip of a switch or how the chips fall, and guess what? We hoisting another trophy. Killing me. And the part that's really got me pissed off about this whole thing, first and foremost, time out. I want to appreciate everybody who's in the chat right now. Thank y'all for joining tonight. Those who are new, I am Amp, better known as Mr. Always Making Plays. If you haven't done so, go ahead and hit the like, share it. Sorry that if I'm meeting you for the first time, it's in these unfortunate situations. You know, it's like they say at funerals. I'm sorry we had to meet on this sad occasion. Exactly. My dog T said he want to experience this with his son. I got a text from him the other night. He's in his man cave with my 2 godchildren. He's looking at the big screen. What are they looking at? My content. Touch my heart. A few days before that, he sent me a picture of my godson in a Micah Parsons jersey. This is his 2nd year playing contact football. I asked my boy how he took the news. He said, I ain't even told him yet. Probably would have tore him up. He ain't want to. I feel you, bruh. I'm a Cowboys fan because of my father. I texted Micah's daddy earlier today. I said, hey, man, just want to let you know I wish you the best of luck, OG. Cool guy. Cool dude. Did a show with Terrence. Cool dude. I'm sure Micah's cool too, but shit, I'll never get to know. It pisses me off. See, this is the reason why our young generation is the way it is, unfortunately. Talked about it in a training session yesterday. The younger generation, loyalty, out the window. What loyalty? The lack of loyalty is because of how they are treated, how they are not received, how they are not welcomed, how they are not lifted and elevated and poured into, but they get pissed on, crapped on, and kicked on. But you want guys to be loyal. Damn that. And I'm going to go ahead and say this. And it was asked to him in one of them interviews sometime recently. But Stephen Jones was asked about a potential succession plan. And he said he didn't want to think about it. Newsflash, Cowboys Nation. For those of you who think things will get better once Daddy Jones is no longer here, you are in for a rude awakening. It's going to be worse. See, Jerry, he's a feelings guy, emotional guy. That's part of the reason why we even having this show tonight. And that's why what happened and why the breakup took place. Because of feelings and pride and ego. Turned into a damn pissing contest. And I knew when I saw the little snippets and the laying on the table, the taking off the jersey, not having the jersey on. Let this be a lesson. Because I'm guilty. He scrubbed the social media and we ain't think nothing of it. He wasn't putting on the front of no act. Michael was truly in his feelings. And he had every right to be. Because you couldn't poo-poo on his name. Could not. But you conjured up some old news media BS. Now, I'm going to warn y'all, it's already started. It has already started, but they are already, the ink ain't drowned the contract yet, and they are already pissing on this man's name. One thing we not gonna do, or Amp ain't gonna sit by and watch, is nobody poo-poo on this man's name. We've had players before, yeah, they have some off-the-field issues. Yeah, yeah, they might be a loose cannon in the locker room. This wasn't that. But now what's going to happen, now it's the smear campaign so they can appear to look right in the court of public opinion. Now Micah's going to be everything but a child of God. I know my name is mud over at my previous department right now. And even this week, I done been gone for 3 weeks, almost a month now. They had a training session this week because of me. Something I initiated. I started. And it was already in motion. I could have hated and said, nah, don't do it. But that ain't me. Micah could have said some real nasty things about the Jones family and the Cowboys organization. But he ain't did that because he's a class damn act. Went out to go check on his brother Trayvon. Was worried about him. Hey, bro, you good? That's what brothers do. That's what leaders do. That's what generational talent does. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. As amplified as I usually am, this took your boy down quite a few notches. But you know what? The more I'm in this realm and the more I study and the more I listen to and pay attention to what the Jones family says, I'm kind of not shocked. Like when I heard it, like when the dun-dun-dun came over the phone, because it's been doing that a lot lately, and I looked down at it and I saw it, I ain't gonna lie, I had to double take. And then when I saw it, I processed it, and I was hot for a second, then I was in disbelief, then I was hot again, then I was cool, went through a series of emotions. And then just like on Friday, for those of y'all who watched the watch party with myself, Lose Takes, Henny, Boss Cowboy, Coach Marv, I had some technical difficulties. I could not watch the game for a while. And shout out to Cowboy Nation. Shout out my dog, Wee Woo Cowboy, who called and helped. Henny was trying to help in real time while doing the show. Wee Woo Cowboy sent me a link. I was able to watch the second half of the game. I came back on the live stream because, like I said, Amp don't quit. And even as ugly as this situation is, and as nasty as it is, and as funky as it has left a sour stench in Dallas. But Amp ain't gonna quit, y'all. I'm gonna be right here watching the slow ass train wreck all season long. Because at the end of the day, there is still a mission. We still got to go out and play football. Yes, we do have Philadelphia next week. I can't stand them bastards. I would love nothing to be able to go through this process, go through this sad situation, and bust their ass next week. Anybody in the chat, please, if you in the chat right now and you still about busting Philadelphia ass, please put it in the chat right now. Next Thursday's date is 9/4. So if you about 9/4, please put 9/4 in the damn chat. Right above my head, there's a greenish sign. I need to take it down. But y'all know what it says? It says Louisiana. Why does it say Louisiana? Because that's what the goal was last year. That is where, unfortunately, the Philadelphia Eagles won their more recent championship. At the end of the day, I don't know about y'all, but for me, the end goal is, it always will be, to win a damn championship. Matter of fact, Y'all think I'm BSing. Fresh out the Amazon pack. Shout out to Amazon. Y'all cut me a check. I got a new sign for this year. It's the lovely state of California. You know why? Because that's where the damn Super Bowl is this year. Damn it, I don't quit. 9-4s in the chat. Philadelphia Eagles. The hell with them. I can't stand them. I never will. Y'all know me. I ain't going to switch up. I don't quit. All that means is our agenda has to shift a little bit. We got to turn the heat up on the damn Jones family. As my daddy would say, shoulda get off the pot. You gonna ride or you gonna damn die. One or the other. And if you decide you're going to step aside, guess what? Like Planet Fitness, ladies and gentlemen, this is a judgment-free zone. I ain't going to tell nobody how they should feel about their team. If that is the decision you made, I thank you for the time that you shared, that we shared together. We laughed, we cried about this squad, but I'm going to press forward. Because a couple months ago when the folks was on my ass, I could have quit. Couple months ago when I found out my wife had cancer, I could have quit. The year before that when my granddaddy died, I could have quit. We gonna lose people, y'all. But damn it, don't quit. 9-4s in the chat. Good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good becomes your better. And your better becomes your best. Until next time, Cowboys Nation. Y'all be blessed.
You big dummy. Damn, son.
I want me some glory hole.
Jesus Christ.
If you think I'm here to play around with y'all, God damn it on that.
In 30 fucking years.